Now, if you'll please welcome our host and ambassador for the TCL Chinese Theater Hand and Footprint Ceremonies, radio icon and host of the nationally syndicated LNK Morning Show, the #1 morning show in Los Angeles and the only one led by a woman, please welcome LNK!
Hello and welcome. What a great day. I heard the premiere last night if you were here or saw it. Such a great time. Jumanji, the next level. We're excited for that. And for Kevin Hart. I heard everything that Kevin Hart does is big and fancy, like this. From his first stand-up gigs in Philly, where he literally had food thrown at him on stage, to being told he may never walk again, and proving those doctors wrong too. This man has gotten up time and time again, showing the world he truly lives up to his last name. Funny, inspiring, honest, and real, Kevin definitely has heart. And we're all so grateful to be here sharing this career-defining moment with one of our all-time favorites. And a special guy like Kevin Hart naturally would have very special friends. So I want to introduce to you, Mr. Will Ferrell.
Thanks, everyone. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. From around the world, we're all here for Kevin Hart. How much do we love Kevin Hart? How much do we love him? I have always told him this, and he knows this. Kevin Hart, the funniest guy I have ever met, and Kevin knows this, is of course, Eddie Murphy. I don't know if you've seen Dolomite, it's a renaissance. He's back. But Kevin Hart is not Eddie Murphy. No, he is Kevin Hart. And I gotta tell you, he's got the star, now he's gonna get the hands and the cement. It's not the trifecta, it's the double, I think they call it. But I love Kevin so much. He is not only one of the funniest guys on the planet, but he's one of the rare breeds in Hollywood. He's just a good guy. He's a great family guy. He's a great friend. He's a guy who will have your back when you need it, and that's what truly makes him a star, is what's inside here. And his warmth, his sense of community, and the fact that he's still very humble and very gracious for what he's got. And so happy to speak on his behalf. And now I'd like to introduce another friend of Kevin's and a dear friend of mine. We're probably closer, him and I, than Kevin and him. In fact, I asked him to come and speak on Kevin's behalf after he said no to Kevin. So, with that, I'd like to bring out Mr. Dwayne Johnson.
All right, good morning. So, why are you laughing at that? I first met Kevin years ago, and when we first met, I went to his office and we had a great meeting, and really it was just a meeting to talk about how we really wanted to work with each other, how we admired each other's work. And even back then there was something about Kevin that I really admired. The thing that I really admired about Kevin was his work ethic. And when I saw him, I said, Kevin, I've been a fan for quite some time. And he said, me too. I said, look, I loved your first movie. I thought it was pretty groundbreaking when you made Airplane. It was one of those. No, I'm sorry, that's not it, Kevin. Kevin's listening, I'm only kidding. No, his first comedy special was really what drew me when he did Delirious, and I thought, wow, that guy has really something special. Of course we did our first movie, Central Intelligence, and it was on that movie that, the more I got to know Kevin, I realized something, all jokes aside, I realized something that was, he has this rare quality And that rare quality is that Kevin is as advertised. And what I mean by as advertised is, you know, the same guy who people all around the world flock to movie theaters, pay their hard-earned dollars to see on their big screen in the theater, the same guy who tens and thousands of people show up in arenas all over our country, all over the world, stadiums to see him perform his comedy. The guy that they love on stage and on the big screen, when he steps off stage, when he steps off a set, is the exact same guy. He's kind, he's funny, he's humble, he's self-deprecating, he's cool, he works his ass off, and he's all the things that you want. As a studio head would say, he's all the things you want as your actor, as a director would say, he's all the things you want as a brother, he's all the things you want as a friend, as a husband and a father as well. And I will share this story with you that, because I think it's an important one to tell about Kevin, is that he demonstrated this kindness. So this thing happened where I finally brought my mom to set. And we were shooting our first Jumanji, and my mom was just dying to meet Kevin. Will you introduce me to Kevin? I was like, yes, I'm gonna introduce you to Kevin. So he introduced, and I'm very sensitive about my coworkers' time, because shooting a movie is hard and it's fatiguing, and I just wanted the meeting to happen very quickly, in and out. I told Kevin, I said, Kev, my mom really wants to meet you. 30 seconds, quick picture. He's like, no. He made her feel so good. He spent so much time with her, talked with her, made her laugh, made her feel welcomed. And in that moment, I was just kind of just looking at, him being so kind to my mom. And then, of course, when he was leaving, he was like, okay, Miss Johnson, you let me know if your son isn't treating you right. And he's like, okay, you let me, DJ, take care of your mom, damn it, you only have one of them. I was like, shut up, Kevin. And I was pretty moved by that. And then a couple of weeks later, I saw a post that he did. And then I realized, just why he was so kind to my mom. And of course, Kevin will share that with you. But that's the shining example of the man that he is. And I always say that, when in this industry, or just in this crazy life, that's so unpredictable and wild, if you have an opportunity to make somebody feel good, that's a blessing. If you have an opportunity to make somebody smile, that's a blessing. If you have the opportunity to make somebody laugh, it's really the biggest blessing of all, and make them feel good. And Kevin is that guy, as advertised, an amazing brother, friend, husband, father, son, everything that he is. So, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, I want to bring out the hardest worker in the room, a man who I love and I admire, and I'm so very proud of him. And I know that Philly is very proud of him, our community is very proud of him, his family, his friends are very proud of him. I want to bring out the hardest worker in the room, the man who deserves this day, Kevin Hart.
Thank you, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Those are my fans, Dwayne. Hello. It's a big day for all of us. Want to say thank you to Will as well. Love you both. Thank you guys for coming out here today. I'm not gonna make this too long, because I think when they get too long, they get weird. So I don't want to overstay my welcome and start to see people do this in the background. Like enough is enough. So I'm gonna say some things that are heartfelt and give some thank yous. The first thank you, of course, goes to God. It's an unbelievable blessing for me to be able to do the things that I do, experience the things that I experience in life, in this business. I also want to thank my wife, my beautiful wife, my kids, for being a support system that I didn't realize I needed. And once I got it, I've realized the importance of it, and I'm beyond thankful for it. I want to thank my friends, Plastic Cup Boys, my brothers, who have been with me from the beginning, who have held me down, and simply been a part of this journey in ways that we can only discuss and talk about. From a company perspective, you know, your visions have to become reality, and mine's now are. Heartbeat Productions is here, along with Laugh Out Loud. Thank you guys for simply believing in those visions and helping me achieve those goals and become the business within the man. I also want to thank my guy Will Packer. I know he's here. Will Packer Productions for the beginning start and saying, brother, I think you got it. I'm gonna ride with you and I'm gonna take you into these studios and hopefully we can get it done. And we got it done and we rode a wave. Tim Story, Malcolm, they aren't here, but I think Malcolm is. Yeah, there's Malcolm. I didn't see you, Malcolm. Friends that are in this directing business, but it became so much more to me, man, to where you got partners. I want to thank Jake, who is another version of a partner. The studios. I know I got two in here, but I'm the only guy that's not afraid to thank both. I want to thank Sony and Universal. Damn it, yes, I'm not afraid to put you both in the same room and tell you that you guys mean so much to me from a partner perspective. I believe in that word. You don't achieve success by yourself. You need people that are willing to invest in you. And in return, I show that investment back by giving my time, by giving my all. And I'm hoping that it's present, I'm hoping that it's visible, and that our business continues to grow. To all of the cast members that aren't here today, but that I've been able to be side by side with, thank you guys for graciously sharing that screen time, allowing me to shine. In return, I hope that you got that same shine back. But I can't say this enough, you don't get here by yourself. It's through friendship, it's through partnership, it's through admiration and respect. And I'll be damned if I don't have all those things for everybody that's in this room. Thank you all. I truly do love you. I truly do adore this moment. Nancy and Lee Hart, damn it, this sun will shine today because you will make it, because I know you're smiling. I hope I'm making you proud. My dad, mistakes and all, brother, I'm a product of you as well. I love you, Henry Witherspoon. To my brother, 40 G's, I love you. Thank you for being there for me. That's it, guys. Let's put these hands and feet in this damn cement. Thank you all. I appreciate you so much. I love my wife. I love my wife. I said it in the beginning. I want to make sure I say it again. The camera saw that, right? I love my wife. It's my everything. My wife is my everything. Okay.
Yeah, still got 2, John.
Later, nice and close.
Smile, Bender. Excellent. Sunglasses. Apple box. Smile straight ahead, guys. Ah, there we go. There you go. Excellent. Gentlemen, there you go. Yeah, thank you guys. Real close together. Thank you. What was that? Oh yeah. There you go. Straight ahead, everybody. Excellent. And Kevin, straight ahead. Thank you. You guys ready? One more. Ready, guys. What do you got? Kevin. Oh no, we got fun. Don't go anywhere. It's a long time to pick these out. Straight ahead, 10-7. And directly in the center, please. Thank you. Kevin. One more. Jerry.
Eventually they should be, yeah.